How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today, we're going to look at how much you contribute to your 401k plan if you happen to have one from your employer. The number one thing to remember when you're contributing to a 401k plan is that retirement funds is for retirement. Once it gets locked in there, you're not going to have access to it unless you pay a penalty. The whole premise with the 401k is that it's not taxed now and it's going to be taxed later. Hopefully when you're retired, you have a lower income so that you'll be taxed at a lower tax bracket. That money that comes out of your paycheck that's untaxed, it's eventually going to be taxed. There is a slight advantage here because even if you're going to stay in the same tax bracket when you retire, it's good to have a 401k plan because the portion that is not taxed right now has time to grow. And this is significant. It can be like anywhere between 15 to 35% extra money on top of whatever you're contributing, and this will be allowed to grow. If somehow in the future you have an emergency and you need to raid your 401k plan, it just means that you didn't hold enough cash to weather all the emergencies. Therefore, you contributed to your 401k a little bit too much. When you need to raid it, which is not recommended, and you take it out before 59 and a half, you're gonna have to still pay income tax on it. And on top of that, you have to pay another 10%. Let's say you're at a 25% tax bracket and you wanted to take out $10,000, but 25% is $2,500 gone and the 10% penalty. So that's another $1,000 gone. And what you're left with is $6,500 out of that $10,000. The way it's supposed to work is, let's say you're at a pretty high tax bracket at 33% or whatnot. And then when you retire, you own a whole bunch of stuff. All you need is living costs, really. So you can maybe withdraw, I don't know, $30,000, $40,000. Your tax bracket goes really low. Maybe you can do even 20%, 15% or whatnot. And at that point, 15, 20%, it's like close to half of the tax that you have to pay if you just did not contribute to the 401k. Here are the typical 401k matching that I have seen. For example, some companies might allow you to contribute a maximum of 3% of your salary. So you can go all the way up to 3%. And then for that, they're going to contribute 6% of your salary for you. So this is free money here. So depending on how much you earn for your salary, this will be variable. Assuming you earn the median income of 50K, this translates to about $3,000 of free money. It might be a 1-to-1 ratio where you contribute 3% of your salary and your employer contributes 3%. So this is a 1-to-1 matching. And then if you earn a 50K salary, that translates to about $1,500 of free money a year. Sometimes the matching may not be as good. They want you to contribute more while they contribute a portion of what you contributed. For example, you contribute 3% and they're gonna put in half of what you put in. So it's gonna be 1.5%. And the total of that will be $750. A lot of times when they do a 2-to-1 ratio, they would still give you 3%. They just want you to contribute 6% of your salary and they're gonna put 3%. In that case, it'll be $1,500. Sometimes your employer might actually do a 4-to-1 ratio. Whatever you put in, they put in 1/4 of that, except the point here is that you can go all the way up to your IRS limit, which is about $18,000. Putting $18,000 is a lot depending on your salary, but if you're able to put that in there, then you're going to get a benefit of $4,500. You can imagine if you're at a point where you cannot contribute $18,000, you're going to be leaving some money hanging. And this type of contribution is sort of skewed towards higher earners because only really high earners is able to take off $18,000. Now, what should you really contribute to your 401k? Well, you should at least take advantage of the matching no matter what. No matter where you are in life, if you're just beginning as a student, if you're trying to save for a house, whatever it is, make sure you get the matching. Even if it's 2-to-1, if it's 4-to-1, it might be hard, so put in as much as you can. But if it's this 2-to-1, just do maximum as you can. So I would do 6% and let them put in 3%. The way to think about this is essentially free money. When it's 1-to-2 ratio, it's essentially a 200% gain. 1-to-1 is 100% gain. And 2-to-1 is a 50% gain. All of those are really, really good. You put in $1 and all of a sudden you have $1.50. Well, you put in $1, you have $2. You put in $1, you have $3. These are really good. So no matter what, take advantage of the matching. The whole deal with this is to find out how much you should actually contribute. It's not age dependent. It's really finance dependent. Where you are in life and how much you should contribute. At all points in time, you should always get the matching, no matter what. That is because with the matching, you can essentially pay the penalty and still come out ahead. Some people might be tempted to just max out their 401k right when they start their job. This is not exactly a good idea because you need money to do other things in life. You need money now, a certain portion of it to do certain things. If you're trying to save up for a home, imagine contributing maximum all the time. It's gonna take you much longer before you can save up enough for the down payment. However, if you're at a point where you already have a place to live, you don't really need to save up for anything. Maybe you don't need to save up for a car, you built up your emergency fund, you have enough to go by, and then essentially you could either pay taxes on it now and take it outside of your retirement account and invest those, or you can just not pay taxes now, which is the preferred way. If it's money that you don't need to use, that you're going to invest anyway, then it's good to max out your 401k or as much as you can so that it's not taxed now. It may be tempting to max out your 401k because you can see your total tax bill go really low because you essentially have $18,000 that's not taxed anymore. So I hope that was helpful in helping you set how many percent you should actually contribute to your 401k. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below. Let me know if you think you can ever contribute too much to a 401k. If you're interested in supporting this channel, I have an Audible link down below, Patreon over here, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.